Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jenny BK, and today we're gonna be talking about why I don't rock with the Kardashians. Okay, now let's get started into the video. Guys, like when it comes to the Kardashians, like I just can't get into why people like them and why they're so big when it comes to pop culture and, you know, famous celebrity families. Like I just don't comprehend. I've jotted down some notes on why I don't rock with them.
I know what Jordan did was wrong, but it's like, y'all are hypocrites. Y'all don't want the same thing done to you that you do to other people. And if it's a black woman doing it to you, it's like, hell no. Hell no, no, no way. That's why I applaud Black China for at least suing them, going up against them, because no one has ever done that before, you know what I'm saying? But even though she lost, it was still like a big thing. It was still a big deal for her to even try to go up against them. Y'all came at Jordan. Y'all trying to end Jordan. If it wasn't for Jordan's mom manager and her connection to the Will Smith family, then you would have ate her up. Like, she would have been done for. But she just kept going. Persistence is the key, and she just did her thing, and now she's doing her best life. She doesn't need Kylie, she doesn't need the Kardashians. But let me show you guys why y'all are hypocrites.
Remember when Tristan was dating Jordy and then left her in the middle of her pregnancy for Khloe? Oh, but wait, remember Trina and Khloe were friends? And then Khloe started dating Trina's boyfriend, French Montana? Oh my god, remember Kylie was like 16 and Kim was friends with Black China? And then Tyga started dating Kylie while he was with Black China? Oh, it's Khloe again. Remember Lamar was still seeing his baby mom to his 3 kids, and she randomly got a text one day that they could only communicate through lawyers from now on because he was dating Khloe? How could I forget? Ben Simmons was dating Tinashe when Kendall was the side piece and took him from her. Remember that? And when Blake Griffin was planning a wedding with his child's mother, but then Kendall also took him?
First, we're gonna talk about their fetish for black men. Like, I don't know if it's just me or is nobody else seeing how every single one of them have a black guy or into black guys, date a black guy. It's like they have a pact. Like, that's what I think. Like, even the mom is in on it too. It's like, how do you get your mom in on it? Like, it's crazy. Like Kim, all her men have been black except for that basketball player that she was married to for like 72 days or 72 hours. I don't even know. But girl, everyone else, Ray J, and then this other black guy that I don't know the name of, and then Kanye. Girl, and she did her little thing with Pete, but girl, she wasn't really gonna marry him. With the exception of Courtney, because, you know, she was married to a white man and now she's married to another white man. So I don't think Courtney's really into the black man type of thing, which is good because Courtney has been kind of her own thinker. Like, even when it comes to filming, she's kind of been just focused on her kids and not really wanting the fame as much as her other sisters. So I applaud her for that. But I still think all of them are trash, to be honest with you. With Kendall likes the light-skinned basketball player. She likes a tall, because, you know, she's a model, she wants a guy taller than her. She likes a tall, light-skinned basketball player. She doesn't look like she likes dark-skinned, you know. With Courtney, she also likes the basketball players as well, but she likes rappers too. She dated French Montana, but I do still think she prefers like dark-skinned black man, tall, because Khloe is also tall as well. When it comes to Kylie likes her rappers. She likes her rappers, okay? She likes her rappers. Tyga, Travis Scott, she likes her rappers. And the mom, I don't know, she got this young guy who's like also dark-skinned black man. It's like all of them are into it, except for Courtney. It's like, I don't understand how. Like, isn't that weird to anyone? Like, that is a fetish. Like, when you look up fetish, that is a fetish. They all are into the black man. They all date black men. Like, isn't that scary? I feel like they do that so they can, you know, kind of get the ins and outs of, you know, black culture. So they figure if they're around black people and like date black men, then they can get a little taste of the culture and like kind of include it into their life and include it into their style. And it's like, girl, like, y'all know black people are popping with the style, the culture, the hairstyles. Like, y'all know we're popping, and you know you can't get into the club like that. So you have to date it, you have to marry it, you have to just be around certain circles. That's why Kim benefited so much from Kanye with the fashion world and the celebrity world. Like, Kanye knew so many people, and him dating Kim, he would bring her everywhere, and Kim benefited off that till she sucked him dry. Now, granted, I do not like Kanye, but girl, Kim did her thing with Kanye, girl. She got everything she wanted, and now she's done. Let's talk about the kids. Like, I don't really want to talk about someone's kids, but it's just like all their kids except for Courtney and Kendall doesn't have kids, but they're all mixed, and it worries me how a whole entire family who all have black men fetishes, with the exception of one, and then they all have mixed children. It's just like, isn't that weird? Isn't it giving cult? Isn't it giving fetish? Like, doesn't anyone see what I'm seeing? Do you see what I see? Like, it's just really, really scary to me. Like, all of their kids, it's like they have this obsession with mixed kids and also black men. It's like really, really freaky. And it's about time someone called them out on it. Like, I know people have called them out on it, but it's not really paid much attention to. It's just like another thing. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, girl, if you're a white woman, you can't just have these mixed kids just to have these mixed kids. Like, in society, they might be light skinned, but they're still gonna be looked at as black children. You have to get yourself educated when it comes to the culture. They're just having these black kids, and I'm not even sure if they're educating themselves. Because raising black children in America is scary, you know? Raising black children anywhere is scary, but it's like you have to be mentally prepared because, of course, their dad can teach them this and that, but you also have to teach from your point of view, from you as a non-black person, as a white person. You have to teach them, you know, certain things so that they'll be ready and prepared for the world when, you know, stuff comes at them. But if they're seeing their white mom wear box braids and saying all this stuff, well, I'm not racist, my kids are black, I'm not racist, it's like, how do you expect them to interact with the world or see the world if this is what they're getting as a mom? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, like, you can still be racist with black kids. You can still hate black people to the core and have black kids and date a black man, black partner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people need to stop saying, oh, I'm not, because I saw this comment on YouTube. This person said, saying I'm not racist because of I have blank friends is like saying I'm not a killer because I have friends that are alive. And I know it may sound a little like what the hell, but I understand that point completely because it's absolutely true. Like, that shouldn't be your defense. You shouldn't be using your kids on the menu date as your defense because then it comes out as not sincere. Because, like, are you only dating them so you can say that and benefit off the culture? It's just like, girl, you have to be ready. Like, you can't just have mixed kids. And I'm talking about for every race. You have to inform yourself on their other half of the culture as well, so you can also prepare them, because they're going to be looked at most of the time as their other half depending on their looks. But when it comes to the Kardashian kids, they all look like light-skinned black kids. Like, literally, some mixed people you can't even tell that they're black, i.e. Logic, but they just look black. So it's like you're going to have to not only educate your kids but also yourself, so that you'll know the right things to say and know how to teach them to grow up in this environment and what's there to come for the world, and how to protect them from, you know, people who make nasty comments and future microaggressions and future oppressions to come. Because even though they're light-skinned, they will face some sort of prejudice against them. Talk about the cultural appropriation. Like, I need white women to stop wearing braids. Not just white people, not just white women. Jen Shaw, you're included. Like, you stop wearing box braids like you know what's happening. Like, girl, I really hope like your hair is going to fall off, the edges will not be there anymore, because y'all don't understand the culture. Like, I swear I'm gonna make a whole video dedicated to non-black people wearing braids. Like, it's just crazy. Like, okay, if you have braids within your culture, certain cultures have braids within them, but they're not, I wouldn't say braids, they're like more of plaits. But the braiding hairstyle, when you take other hair and like mix it into your own hair to braid, that belongs to the Africans. So I'm so sorry. You can't just say, oh well, I'm from this culture and we do braids also. It's not the same type of braid. This is a cultural protective hairstyle, and yours is different. If you want to do your own cultural braids, then you do that, but don't try and jump off the black braids and then try and just say, oh yeah, my culture, we do that too. It's not the same thing. Every culture is different. It's really not. And it's really offensive when I see white women with braids. Like, oh, Lassa talking about my grandparents are Moroccan and ooh, you're Assyrian, your dad is from Lebanon and your mom is from Syria, so what are you talking about Moroccan for? Like I love how white women make excuses like, oh yeah, I just thought it was beautiful. Oh, and Lassa's talking about, oh yeah, I braid my hair when I go on vacation. And girl, if I was that, I'd be like, Lassa, you look like trash. Like, it never looks good. Like, maybe that's the indication that maybe you shouldn't be wearing black hairstyles because it does not look good on you. Your hair will fall out. It's gonna eat at you because you're not used to that. It doesn't suit you. It's not part of your culture. Like, what do you need protective style from your hair? Like, box braids were specifically made for our type of texture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I hate when they eat off our style and just cultural appropriate. Like, people don't get it. It's so much more than hair, because growing up, when I was shaving my hair, doing braids and all this stuff, people would make me kind of feel like an outsider and be like, oh, is that your real hair? Were you born with braids? Or this and that? And they'll question me, how long did it take? And da-da-da-da. Now I'm thinking they probably just got the information so that when they grow up, they can do it themselves. Oh yeah, so it took this long and da-da-da-da. It's like, girl, bye. They like to ask you questions and then still right after. It's like, black women are bullied and made a mock of and made fun of for the exact same things the Kardashians are now doing, being called trendy or fashionable or chic. It's just like crazy. And my other point is that they try and change the name. Like, they'll be on magazine covers, or like they'll be posted on the blogs like, oh wow, Kim Kardashian rocks this new style, boxer braids. And the problem is, they don't even come out and say, oh no, we got it from black. Like, they don't even come out and clear it up. They just shut their mouths and just rock it like they're the shit. It's like, girl, at least give credit when credit is due. Like, you shouldn't be wearing it in the first place, but if you're gonna wear it, at least give credit. Don't just keep your mouth shut and then have them rename the thing, because then it'll all fall back to you, baby girl. Like, it's crazy. I want the rhythm but not the blues. Like, y'all want to look like us, like the big lips and then the curves. I mean, I'm not a good example of the curviness, but I'm just saying, like, the big part, the big boobs. Like, y'all want the shape of the black woman, the look of the black woman, the style of the black woman, but y'all don't want to be the black woman. And that's where the problem lies. It's like, you can't just have the exterior, but then when it comes to the struggles and oppression, you're like, okay, I'm a white woman. It's like, excuse me, you can't profit off both. I'm so sorry. You can't get the benefits of being a white woman, but then, you know, in your free time, you want to steal our style and dress like a black woman and dress like this and do your hair like this. It's like, girl, pick a thing. That's what people don't get. This is why I get so confused when black women, or even people in general, just like follow after the Kardashians, especially black women, because like, why are you watching their show? Like, they don't even like you. They're stealing off of you. You know how many times they've been in lawsuits for stealing off black designers? Like, they're stealing our culture, but you guys are still feeding into that by watching their shows, by liking their pictures, by following them, by just watching everything they do. It's like, they like your man, but they don't like you. They're like stealing off of you. They don't like you in general. Like, they wear braided hairstyles, and then when an actual black woman wears it, they say, oh, inspired by Kim, boxer braid. So you're trying to rewrite history. Even if you don't do it on purpose, it's like you're already doing that because of the blogs and everyone else, and you're not correcting it. So you're rewriting history, and it being turned to you as the creator and you as the one that popularized it. Because even Kylie said, oh yeah, because of me, people started wearing wigs. I made wigs trend. Sweetie pie, black women have been wearing wigs for centuries times 10 million. Like, what are you talking about? You created wigs and you made it popular. Girl, bye. It didn't even look good on you. It looked like a wig. Like, all the wigs she wears looks like wigs. Like, girl, don't even get me started. It's the arrogance and the confidence. They have to think that they're the shit and they invented all this stuff. Like, these are my problems with the Kardashians. Like, it just makes my heart hurt to see other black women, you know, watch their shows and buy their products. It's just like, girl, I don't understand their popularity. And also, I want to talk about the double standards of all of them being baby mamas. All of them are baby mamas, but nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. All of them, even the mom is a baby mama. Like every single one of them are baby mamas except for Kendall. But it's like, when it comes to them, no one says anything. Like, this is what made me mad. Like, I saw a tweet saying, oh, Rihanna having another child by a man who hasn't given her a ring is so, like, ghetto or whatever. Where's this energy for Kylie Jenner? Where's this energy for Khloe? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's black women, it's like, oh, you're ghetto, you have 2 baby daddies or this and that, da, da, da. But it's like, with them, girl, they let these men humiliate them, trash them, but yeah, they'll still have more kids by them just to say, oh, they had kids by the same man. Okay, let's just say you want to move on from that and, you know, get a new relationship, and that man you're with now wants to have a baby with you. So then you end up having 2 baby daddies in the end. So it's just like, what's the point? You guys are doing all this work. Like, Khloe, what was the point, girl? Like, you had 2 babies by the same man, even after he cheated on you multiple times, just so you can have 1 baby daddy. Is that a flex? He still humiliated you. He still trashed you. He still treated you like shit. But it's okay, have 1 baby daddy. And they're not even married. And I never hear anything about that. It's always when it comes to Rihanna or Keke Palmer, it's like, oh, you're not even married. Girl, what about these Kardashians? They're all baby mamas. Kourtney, Kim, granted Kim was married for a long time before, you know, they got divorced, and also Kourtney, but they're still baby mamas now. So it's just like, girl, their mom is a baby mama, Kylie's a baby mama, Khloe's a baby mama. Like, girl, are y'all seeing this, or am I just not? Like, are y'all seeing this? It's the double standards for me. They're just doing things that black women were made fun of for years, like the big lips, the big butt, the big boobs, the, you know, the hairstyles, the different hairstyles, the different colored wigs, even the long nails, the slither nails. Like, girl, now Khloe rocks them like nobody's business. It's just like, okay, you can rock them, but it's just like, people are calling it, oh wow, Khloe is trendy, and oh my god, they're so cool, they're so fashionable. But these were things black women were doing for years, but getting made fun of. Girl, when we have all the jewelry and all the long nails and then the different hairstyles and then the outfits, it's just like, we don't get the same praise for that. It's just not the same energy that's given to us. But when it comes to them, it's like, oh, fashion, fashion. And I think that is what definition of privilege of being a white woman. And they may be Armenian, but I only feel like they mention that when it comes to like them doing a photo shoot and they're like, their bronzer is dark or like their tan is dark. They're like, well, we're Armenian, so, you know, girl, they only mention it when it's benefiting them or when it's like a good defense for them. But it's just like, girl, okay, now you want to be Armenian? Like, now? What about all the other times? Most of the times, they're profiting off black people, but when it comes down to defending, you know, their skin tone and their tan, it's like, oh, well, we're Armenian, so it's, oh, we're Armenian, we do braids too. Girl, bye. Like, really, girl, bye. And people say, oh, well, Kim is helping get black people out of jail and da-da-da-da-da. That's all great, okay? That's good and well, but it's like, the problem isn't that black people are in jail. The problem is the system that put them in it to begin with. Do you get what I'm saying? So she's doing the work after the fact that they're in jail now. You want to get them out, but we need to tackle the root of the problem to prevent them from getting in jail in the first place. You know, you need to tackle the head of the issue so that the outcome won't happen. And that's true tea. But guys, if all these reasons aren't enough for you to be like, oh, the Kardashians are kind of just a turn off right now, then I don't know what else to tell you, because these reasons, one of the reasons alone that I mentioned, are good enough for me to just be like, bye. Like, I never even liked them. I mean, I had like a Kylie highlighter and it was really good, but it's just like, at the end of the day, I don't want to be putting money in their pockets to kind of support them, and after they're like just eating off our backs, I just can't support that. So, to any black person, black girl watching the Kardashians, y'all need to stop, because it's not good. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys like this video. Give me a big fat like, okay? Let me know down below your comments and opinion about this topic. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.